Okay, so let me tell you a story. I was practicing Super Smash Flash 2 when, out of nowhere, my keyboard just broke. No explanation, no anything. It just died. I mean, it was an old keyboard. It was bound to break eventually, but I didn't think this early. I did as people do and started using my GameCube controller, but I'm really bad on the GameCube controller in ssf2, despite using it for every other game. My inputs just really fuck up. So they got me thinking, maybe it's time for a new controller, or more realistically, new keyboard. But that wasn't necessarily going to work out because the only reason I even used this old shitty Dell one is because it's the way I used to play when I played in school. So a keyboard was definitely out of the question. So then I looked at alternative options. I know I wasn't going to go with a GameCube controller or any other controller for that matter. So I started looking at other ways people play. Now, when I look up ways to play Super Smash Flash, mainly keyboards and GameCube controllers come up. But like I said, I wanted something different. So I looked at Melee. And there's a lot of weird options. I mean, doing some research, I found the Smashbox, the boxx by Hacks Money, and whatever the hell this is. So I ended up going with the boxx because it looks the best and looks like it'd be the best for Smash Flash 2. But there was one problem. The Smashbox is $200 and the boxx is $230. Now, I have probably like $10, so neither of those are going to be an option. But I wasn't really feeling like taking that for an answer. So I was going through my closet, rummaging through some of my old stuff, and I found all these old motherboards I used to use for Street Fighter V arcade sticks, and I got to thinking, I got these arcade stick boards, I got these buttons, and I got these wires. Maybe I could make something happen. But it seemed kind of like a daunting task. I didn't want to do it and it just be a terrible way to play ssf2. So I decided to put it in the comment section of one of Inari's videos, and not expecting anything out of nowhere,
I got you, homie.
they liked the comment and they left a reply, and I quote, it said, "I would totally rock a box like controller, dude. Positive it would be great for ssf2 since it's a keyboard, but probably better." And with the closure I needed, I got to work. Alright, so actually I should probably get this out of the way first. Okay, so for this build I actually used just a generic PC fight stick board. But I mean, like, if you have a Brook one lying around or anything like that, you could also use that. I mean, it's really all up to you. Just like the buttons, I just used the buttons that came with the boards. But I mean, you could also use Sandwood. That's what the actual boxx uses. So it's really all up to preference and price. But that's really all I had to say. And let's just get into the building part. I started out by drawing some blueprints, but first we need to take a look at the actual controller layout. Now this is the controller layout. Now there's a couple buttons. First off, we're not going to need. We're probably not going to need the light shield because there's no light shielding in ssf2, and we're probably not going to need mod B, but we're going to keep it there just in case. Now otherwise the layout looks pretty good, except I'm going to make one personal change. Alright, so here's my blueprint. I know, luxurious, right? So basically all I did is I took away the light shield, and I also put a up button over the down. Now it's not a jump button. The jump button is where the up button should be, and the up button is where nothing was at all. So that's basically the only change I made. And I guess with that out of the way, I guess the only thing left to do is just start building. Get the board, get the button, stick the button in the board, scratch it actually, stick all the buttons in the board. And this is a good time to mention, be careful with the pins on the back of the buttons because they're cheap and they break. That's why I had to replace the button on the far left. Now here's my layout. I mean, it doesn't have to be yours, just do whatever you're comfortable with, but unfortunately with the board that I used, there's 4 buttons on the side that are completely useless. They're for turbo and other things like that, but I can't use them in Smash Flash. So I had to unmap the taunt, the jump to, and the none button. It doesn't really matter, just don't get the same board as me, or if you do, be sure at the very top there's hitbox button. There's 4 slots on the top. Use that for left, down, right, and up. Doesn't matter the way you put them in, just put them in there or they're going to have some major problems. But with that said, you're pretty much done. just stick the cord into the motherboard. Make sure you have a slot cut in the front for the cord to go through. And with that, put this on that and you're done. Just you're done. You can just do whatever. But for me, and for those that want to paint yours or have a little design, because this cardboard is just bland and ugly, I had a special thing for mine. Doesn't matter what you do, but this is what I did for mine. Now, for my design, first off, when you get something out of the way, I mean Captain Falcon in every single Smash game and Smash Flash too. So I was recording this when they released the update and they showed all of Captain Falcon's new skins. Now, I didn't care about any of them except for one, his pink and white skin that is in every Smash Bros. That is my skin through and through. I don't pick any other skin. I just pick the closest one to it in ssf2, which is just his pink one. And I mean, it's alright, but it's definitely not the pink and white one. So to pay homage to that skin, I customized my boxx like that. And I mean, you don't have to. This is just what I did. Just customize it however you want. But I just thought it was really cool that after 2 years of waiting, they actually added this skin, and it was just amazing. And I popped off in my room as hard as I could. But with that out of the way, just paint it however you like. And I mean, this is by no means a tutorial or anything like that. You should actually go look that up. I painted like 2 things in my whole entire life. I can't really help you with that. But I mean, here's how mine look. I mean, I think it turned out pretty good for cardboard, I guess. But with that out of the way, I think it's time to get into showing you what this thing can do. Now, these are just some clips of me doing like tech in ssf2 and showing it works. I don't really have like a hand cam or anything, but I'll try my best to show you what's going on. That's the end of the video, and honestly this video is absolute bitch to make, so if you could leave a like, that'd be greatly appreciated. And if you like content like this, leave a subscription. And I mean, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I will probably respond to you. And with that out of the way, hope you have a good day, and bye.
Change the world. My final message. Goodbye.